EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start to drive with White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They stay on the ground with White. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
First down, here's White. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll take this down to the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Buccaneers hit 10-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mayfield on play action. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mayfield going to switch things up here. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Let's pick it up. Hey, Ron.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Buccaneers 7.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to put that one in. On 3rd down.
Once you get to the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shut themselves free.
next drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Lawrence going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bigsby once more. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the end?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll go up the middle with White. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2-3s, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On play action, Lawrence. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and the opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going right side is White, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a toss right side with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd and 6. And Bigsby once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. In motion right is Ridley. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Play fake. Mayfield. Mike Evans. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throw right side caught by Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
So one quick, easy analysis on why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Second and 10. Here's Bigsby. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the Jaguars.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They go with White on the counter. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Run.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. A run here with Bigsby. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They're not they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. What the?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguar first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. It's Ridley. He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action. Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnover.